Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. Today, as you can see, I'm doing a commercial job. This is a 13-story, well, 12 plus penthouse building. This carpet is just a few years old. It's carpet tiles. Interesting story, though. I actually cleaned this building almost 10 years ago with the original carpet that was in here, which was the original carpet, which at that time was about 12 or 15 years old and pretty tired. And I cleaned it. I do have a recording of it. At least I recorded it then, and I assume it's still up. And I used I was using my Orbot, which I still have, but I have the Vibe, which is basically the same thing as the Orbot without the cartridge system. I definitely prefer this machine. Better balance. I like the what am I trying to say? The tank. I much prefer the tank. Anyway, so I cleaned it about nearly 10 years ago, and everything cleaned up, looked great and everything, and then so I assumed I'd be back, every year or whatever, but I wasn't. So I haven't been in this building for a long time. I think I might have done one or two suites in here over the years. But anyway, so they called me up a few weeks ago and they wanted me to give them a price. I come in here, I was like, oh, okay. They replaced the carpet a few years ago and now they're wanting to take care of it. Interesting. So anyway, I got here to do the job, and the lady that's sort of in charge of everything, she says that they've been cleaning it themselves over the last few years. So that explains that. And she says, she asked me, do you know anything about equipment? Would anybody want to buy the stuff that we have? We still have it in the storeroom. So I said, okay, well, I'll take a look at it. And so we went down there and took a look at it, and lo and behold, there we have, looks like probably a Michaels walk behind, and then a Rug Doctor type of a machine. It actually has Rug Doctor brand on it. I think it's their retail version of their machine. Anyway, so that's what they've been doing in the last nearly 10 years, is cleaning it themselves. And it's interesting that not uncommon to get into buildings like this and discover that, here we are cleaning the carpets, and they have some machine that they had bought a few years ago, thinking that they were going to save money and they were going to take care of the carpet. But inevitably, these machines, whoever was in charge of the situation at the time, they move on. Maybe they knew how to operate the equipment, or maybe they didn't. But there's always good intentions, but rarely do these machines end up having a very long life being used in these scenarios. Inevitably, they never get around to actually cleaning the carpet, or when they do clean the carpet, they realize that they just can't get the results that you can with a real professional operating with really good equipment. It just doesn't work, and they invest a few $1,000s into the equipment, and reality is that if they had just taken that few $1,000s and spread it over a few years of cleaning, they would be in exactly the same position monetarily, but probably ahead, because the carpet would be continuing to look good, assuming the person doing it was doing it correctly. But anyway, I've seen that many times. Anyway, let's do some carpet cleaning. And this actually apparently is the most soiled floor. And I'm on the 8th floor. And there are some bad stains in front of the elevator, or pretty bad stains. Not really that bad, but the cleaning lady has been up here twice she's quite anxious, apparently. She's going to be a fussy one. She wants the building to look good, so I can work with someone like that. Cleaning with Revive Rocket, which is what I normally clean with for commercial. Neutral pH and has a comp rating of 0. It has a very slight citrusy odor. It has citrus in it as well as peroxide. And so that's why I normally would prefer to use it for commercial work. I think it's a good option for that application. I'm cleaning with Super. They work very well. And the Super Zorbs are made by Ruby, who makes the Orbot and the Vibe. And they work very well with this machine. This machine has a Velcro pad driver. And I really do like it a lot. I wouldn't use a pump on the Velcro pad driver because she'll fit up real fast. But the microfibers work fine. Anyway, so we're gonna move the vacuum. Pull the slack over here so I don't get hung up on the corner of the wall there. That should do the trick. I've used my trigger sprayer and sprayed the front of the elevator and all these spots and everything. I'm using Suspend. Volume control, which is on the bottom of the machine there, that little yellow lever. It's a shut-off valve. I've got it so that the spray is, I adjust it. I turn the trigger on with the valve off and then slowly open the valve up until it's just coming out, just getting a nice even spray. You don't need to be using it at the full bore normally, unless you're really going to move fast. Put that wire there. So by slowing down the spray, I can move along slower and spray at the same time, but not overwet the carpet. Of course, this machine is doing 1,725 orbits per minute on the carpet fiber. Which really work on the carpet well and efficiently. Although, if you're watching my channel, you know I'm a firm believer in the rotary. I also think the Oxy is a great machine, but I much prefer it for the commercial application rather than residential. But either one, whichever one you like. All coming out, looks like, no problem. Young man living in the suite right over there came out the door as I walked by when I got here and just about knocked me over with the incredibly strong and intense smell of marijuana. So one day when he moves out of there, they're going to have a real problem getting rid of the odor. It is a greater and greater problem now that so many people are into that noxious stuff, which is horrible smelling. Area a little bit more. It looks like the stains come out, but just because I know that there was stains here, I'm going to give it a few extra passes here. I'm not seeing any stains, but I want to do a fabulous job. Great. Okay, we'll go over here. I see something right there. Oh wait, gotta do that little bit of a hallway, and then I'll be done this floor, and then on to the next. So thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.